What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide and possibly some coupon codes for the official global launch of Resident Evil Survival Unit. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. I say possible codes because I am recording this ahead of global launch. I am on the early access server, so during global launch on November 17th or 18th, whatever it is, if they do release any coupon codes, I'll put them in the pinned comment down below. We got a bunch of different things to go over, timestamps down below for all of the different topics we are covering. First thing I want to go over is our settings area, because there are some things just to go over that I know a lot of people ask. We have our game settings here. You can change the FPS and the quality, and your VIP if you don't want people to know that you're a big spender or a whale. You have your account management right here, so you can go ahead, sync up your stuff. You can also see your ID and your mansion level. World is the server you're in, so you can see right now I am in World 5 because I am in one of the early access servers. That's how you see what server you are in. If you want to change to a different server, which is one of the big questions a lot of people always ask with these war games, you're going to go over to where it says management right here. And this is where you can go ahead and you can have up to 2 different accounts running in the same world at once. So all you got to do is click where it says create new operative. We'll go ahead, we'll click this, and you can see currently right now for early access, there is 7 worlds, aka 7 servers. And you can also see that it will show the latest server's day active. So for World 7, it's been active for 32 days. So of course, for global launch, you're probably going to see a bunch of new worlds that are going to start popping up. This is the newest server currently for early access members. All you got to do is click on the world that you want to create an account in. Let's say one of your friends, you want to play with your friends or other guildmates or whatever it may be. That's how you go ahead and do that. You got your notifications, language. This is where we put our gift codes at if you do happen to have any. All right, let's go over the base right now, the buildings. We have our mansion. The mansion is going to be your city hall, your town hall. If you're familiar and you've played any other base building war game, this is your main building of operation. This dictates your progression. It dictates the highest level limit that all of your other buildings can reach. So right now I am mansion level 10, which means all of my other buildings cannot surpass level 10. So this is the most important building. You constantly want to be upgrading this. It's going to unlock new features. It's going to unlock new buildings, just new gameplay in general will be unlocked as you go ahead and level up your mansion. So you should try and rush this as much as possible. Get it to the highest level as you can. From there, the next most important one is going to be the Alliance Center. Now, you do not unlock the Alliance Center for quite a bit, so you will have to wait until you level up your mansion a little bit, but then you'll unlock this. But this is like the second most important, and that's because as you upgrade this, it increases your guild help attempts. So this means that you will be able to reduce the timers on your buildings and your research from guild helps a lot more efficiently. So anytime you go ahead and you upgrade your mansion level, you pretty much next want to have your Alliance Center the next highest level. So if I was to go to put my mansion to 11, the next building I would upgrade would immediately be my Alliance Center, because you want to always have all of those extra guild helps when you're doing all of the other building upgrades. From there, the next important one is going to be your research lab. You want to be upgrading this because it's going to increase your research speed. You don't want to do a bunch of research and then you have a low level lab, and you could have actually did it slightly faster if you got your research lab to a higher level, because every time you go ahead and you increase this, you'll see the research speed is increased. It's very slight and it may not seem like a big difference, but it is a very big difference in these types of games where it's all about time and speed ups and resource management and stuff like that. Every little percentage, even if it's a 0.1%, really goes a long way. For your research, you got 3 different areas: war, development, and economy. As a new player, you really want to focus on development and your economy, specifically development first, then the economy, and then war is kind of not as important when you first start off the game because you're really just trying to develop your base. Stuff that's just going to reduce timers and just make your development more efficient. Economy has things where it's going to increase your output for resources. It's also going to let you farm, gather resources more efficiently as well, which is going to be also very important early game. If you do not want to go that route though, and you're just going to be like a big spender, pay to win whale, then I would suggest just dump everything into the war and focus on war right away. If you're going to be spending a bunch of money and you're going to want to attack other live players constantly, that is the other route you can go. There's pretty much two routes whenever it comes to these war games. You can start off as just being a development and gatherer, gathering resources and developing your base, or you can be a big pay to win whale where you focus on powering up your army and your heroes as fast as possible. And instead of focusing on gathering out in the open world, you're actually going to be getting most of your resources from attacking other live players and stealing their resources. We head on over to the right side. We have a few different resource buildings: lumber, farm, material, and the fuel. These are, they generate a decent amount of resources, but they're worth like periodically upgrading. But really, you're still going to have to go out and you're going to have to gather resources because you're just always going to constantly be running out of resources. Once you get to a certain point, it gets really expensive. You have your hospital over here. Now, this game is slightly different with the hospital because it actually has this thing where it puts your troops in a quarantine and they could become zombies. Now, if they do become a zombie, you'll see like the zombie guy walking around your area and you will have to deal with him. I'll actually go ahead and I'll do like a really quick demonstration. We'll go do a field attack. Let's attack one of these enemies just really quick so that you can kind of see this in action. Exactly what I mean. Let's head back to the base. All right, so you can see right here, we just did a battle. It now says quarantine time, and you can see we're at like 5 minutes as a timer. If I click this icon, we do have one in the recovery, so I can go ahead, I can heal up these regular troops. If we click this exclamation mark, it kind of explains what the suspected infected troop quarantine is. So once the quarantine observation ends, the troops will either recover and rejoin your squad or become infected. And then if there are 5 infected soldiers roaming the base, the recovery of the quarantined troops will be temporarily halted. So you do have to kind of deal with them if you got some zombies rolling around your area. Heading over to the left area, we have our barracks for training troops. Shooting range, barracks, and garage. Each one is going to train a different type of troop. And the way to have higher tier troops is just upgrading that building. Some of these war games will require you to do it through research, but research actually will not give you the next tier. It's just based on the building upgrade. So as you go ahead and upgrade these buildings, you will get access to the next highest tier troop. From there, on the left side, we have our kill house, which is the PvP area. So you can go against other live players, your troops and heroes against them. You have your antenna, which is going to just go ahead and alert you. It gives you information. It's basically your like defense tower thing where it tells you roughly how many troops someone may have. It's just your scouting, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gives you information on what you could be going up against when you scout somebody, or if they're going to go ahead and attack you. And then from there, we have the command center. The command center is actually really cool because I haven't seen this in any war game that I have played before. It has an auto rally feature. You go ahead, you'll set up your designated squad. I have mine set up right here. Then you just turn this on and it will auto join a rally anytime someone in your guild goes ahead and starts a rally against another live player or against a PvE like NPC enemy. So you can pretty much have this on, go to bed or, log off or whatever, and still be contributing to your guild. I thought that was really, really awesome that they have this feature, the auto rally, man. It does only last 8 hours, but 8 hours is pretty long, so you can go to work or go to sleep or whatever. Then at the bottom, we got our exploration vehicle. This is our PvE area where we can go ahead and we can do kind of like a protect the tower defense mode right here, where we go ahead and we set up this area and we got zombies and monsters that are coming in on our area right here. If you watched my other video I did on Resident Evil, I did a little bit more in-depth video on this, where each hero has different special abilities for this exploration mode. But this is my favorite mode. I think exploration mode, this right here, so much fun to do. It is really, really awesome game mode. I love it. Definitely spend a lot of time playing that, and then you'll get your AFK rewards right here. You also have your campaign that you can check out over here as well, your intro and your search logs. Really important thing to mention that you do not have to do any of these intros, search logs, puzzles. Like, you can skip all of it. If you go ahead and you start one of these, let me show you. You can just click the pause icon in the top right corner and click skip. Right now it says give up because I already did this, but it will say skip or continue. Just click skip and you can just skip through it, and it will advance you through the like story mode that it has going on. Otherwise you can do it, or you can just skip it. So your progress is never hindered by the puzzles or anything like that. You can always skip all of the puzzles. Now, I think the hero area is going to be something that is probably going to turn a lot of people off, and you may just uninstall the game and delete it after you see what's going on with the hero stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendary heroes that you can collect. However, the problem with this game is that I personally think it's unfinished, and I think they shouldn't be releasing the game. I think there needs to be more legendary heroes that are accessible for everyone. And I say that because right now, the only legendary hero that a free-to-play can get and actually like rank up is Claire Redfield. So this is your free-to-play hero. Everyone will have access to Claire. This is like the best one for free-to-play to level up. Unfortunately, without spending any money, you will not have access to Jill. You will not have access to Ada. You will not have access to Carlos. And you will not have access to Leon. You have to spend money in order to unlock these 4 legendary heroes. So that is absolutely crazy. It's a big turnoff, I know, with this game. You see this, you might just not even play. But yeah, it really sucks that they paywalled all of these legendaries, and the only one that's really accessible without spending money is Claire. So if you head on over to the VIP area, you'll see that Jill is the first VIP pay-to-win hero. So you got to buy packs in the VIP area to get Jill and to rank her up. And then once you get to VIP 7, you will then have access to buy the packs for Leon. So then you can get Leon, another pay-to-win VIP hero. We then head over to the shop in the supply center under your daily benefits. This is where you can go ahead and unlock Ada Wong and also Carlos. So again, these are pay-to-win. So pretty much every day you can come in here, spend $5 and get all 3 of these packs. You get some of their puzzle pieces, some of their files is what it's called, to go ahead and unlock these characters and rank them up. You can switch it right now. You can see I have Ada, but just click this button and you can switch to Carlos. So just to go over some hero recommendations, some epic ones at least, some really good epic ones. I think this is probably one of the best epic ones is going to be Marvin. He is an absolute powerhouse when it comes for the exploration. You can go ahead and put this little barrier down. I've been using him a lot. He helped out a lot. He's also really good for the field, for defense as well. So he's good for putting at your defense area, what's it called? The gate. Putting him in your defense gate and having him defend if someone's going to attack you. But really, really good hero for the exploration. If you need some really cheap gatherers, You got some 2 blue rares. Brad Vickers, really good for gathering some resources. Also, Murphy is good for gathering resources as well. A better option is going to be Catherine. She is an epic, and she is also excels at gathering, but she is an epic, so it's going to be a little bit harder to go ahead and get her star pieces to rank her up. And I also want to point out that there are some heroes like this one right here where they actually give you special passive bonuses that will help with your development. So this guy right here, he's going to help with your army development, and he actually increases your troop training. So really, really good character, really good epic. Barry is also another really good one for attacking. He is also an epic. Tyrone Henry, really good for increasing the healing speed of your hospital. In summary, my final tips: get in a really good active alliance, a guild that helps out so much when it comes to these war games. Be active. You're going to have to spend a lot of time in this game. There's a lot of PvE content. And if you've ever played any other base building war game, it's pretty much the same. You can just take all the information that you've learned from other war games and implement it into this. Honestly, though, overall, I don't like that there's so many legendary heroes that are paywalled, and there's basically no like heroes. Like, you're only going to be able to really enjoy Claire. So for that instance, I don't really think I'm going to be playing this game anymore. When I saw that, I was really, really disappointed. That is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe. We'll see you later. Peace.